Did I just fuck up my entire life by majoring in computer science? I mean, come on. It sounds like a dream, right? So back when I was in high school, I graduated in 2020. So I was kind of like that 2016 to 2020 time frame. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere, listen to anything without hearing computer science, programming, technology. These jobs are gonna soar by 1,000x in the next few years. So initially, you hear stuff like that and you're intrigued. Tell me more. What is this computer science you talk of? Okay. And then I started looking into it more. And I found that this is actually, not only is it the most increasing job market, but this is also a rewarding career field. You get to work on leading edge technology. You get to build services and products that can impact millions. The amount of options that a computer science degree could grant you were seemingly limitless. You could go into data science. You could go into the financial sector, fintech. You could be a programmer. You could work on the back end, the front end. I mean, come on. It sounds like a dream, right? And I bought into that dream. But then came ChatGPT, and it burst that little dream bubble that we all had for computer science, programming, technology. It just poof, went up in smoke. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I didn't see this coming. I don't know if you saw it coming. Just how fast and how impactful AI was in this industry. Not only in this industry, but all industries, the world, everything. Right? And I'm not here to tell you how AI is going to take your job or all this or all that, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you've heard it a million times. Poof, kaput, that's done for. We've heard it. But I am here to tell you how when AI entered the world, how it reframed my whole world, how it reframed my mindset and made me feel. Because before AI, I was confident in what I was doing. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to graduate with computer science, find a nice fulfilling job, live a life of pride, right? Like, I had it all mapped out, planned out. And then when AI came, it just shook that whole plan that I had up. I no longer was confident. I was very unsure of what my future would look like with AI. Will I even be able to graduate and find an entry-level job when ChatGPT can do the role of an entry-level programmer infinitely times faster without having to pay it, without having to give it a lunch break, let it go home to see his wife or his kids? It's like, it made me think, did I make the wrong decision? Did I just fuck up my entire life by majoring in computer science? Right? Like, these are the thoughts that were going through my head. And this isn't a doom despair video, because stay tuned, because that's how I was feeling at the time. I'm about a month out from graduation and I no longer feel that way. Let's get into it now. Because that mindset that I had, it was a natural reaction to what happened. But as we've grown and evolved with AI, my mindset has also grown and evolved with it. So instead of looking at it as it's coming in to attack and take my job, I had to realize that my plan that I had is no longer the plan, right? As a matter of fact, I don't have a plan. Now, when I say that, obviously, I want to graduate. I want to find a job along those things, a loose plan, Not so rigid how I had it before, where like, I'm going to graduate, I'm going to find a programming job and it's going to be like this and I'm going to do this every day. You know, now I had to take a step back and realize that in this day and age, I have to be way more open-minded with how things can turn out, how they will go. Because at the rate AI is getting better, who knows what it's going to look like by the time I graduate. It just forced me to take a step back and realize that I'm more than just the programmer who does the programming things. CS gave me the mindset of solving problems, of breaking them down into sub problems and building them back up, of analytical thinking, of how to design an algorithm to solve this problem, right? Just this analytical mindset, the hunger to always be continually learning, right? Because even before AI, there were things that there were always new technology. Damn, I can't talk. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some tea. But even before AI, there was always technological advancements that you had to stay up to date on, that you had to learn about. And I just see AI as another, but a very different form of that, right? Like, it's not exactly the same as learning a new programming language, because this can write and understand a whole new programming language. So while it's a version of that, it's still very different, and I want to treat it as such, but it's a version of that. You have to learn to work with it, feed off it, make it work for you. Don't just let it come in and bogard you off your block, take you out your spot like, nigga, give me this, right? You can't just let it do that to you. You have to learn it, grasp it, and utilize it to benefit you. And then also in doing that, you understand that you don't have all the answers now. And that's okay. You have to be okay with that. And you just have to live in a state of being open-minded to what your future could look like. You don't know 10 years down the road how it's going to look for you in life. In my opinion, we all have our own destiny that we can try and set out to fulfill. So this is just a chapter in your book on your way to fulfilling your destiny. That's my humble opinion. I'm not going to get too philosophical, too optimistic, too abstract. I want to keep this very grounded. But to deal with this problem, you have to zoom out. You have to get abstract. You have to look at the history of humanity. How many times new technology has come and people were afraid that it was going to end the world. It's going to take all our jobs. What are we going to do? And time and time and time again, we adapt. We're human beings. We're good at this. We can adapt. We can think on our feet. Right? And you can too. You can do this. So don't get down and out that your future is miserable. Your future is gone because AI took your job, blah, blah, blah. Take pride in yourself and have faith. That's the most important thing. Have faith in yourself that you will find a way, that you will make it work. Because if you don't have that faith, of course you're going to be depressed and sad that AI is going to take your job. It's already took your job. Of course you're going to feel that way if you don't have the faith and confidence in yourself. And I'm not talking about like really lofty, being falsely positive, falsely optimistic, because you have to be okay with it not being great, right? Like, your life doesn't have to be great. You're not entitled to a great life. And I feel like, especially in this day and age where everything is so instant gratification, we think that we're entitled to live this great life, but you're not. Part of the human condition is suffering. Shout out Lex Friedman, right? And also, like a really good book that I'm reading right now that kind of speaks to this exact topic is Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung. It hits the nail on the head with the feelings of despair that AI can put on you. And with that, I want to close this video out by saying that as long as you still have breath in your lungs, you're okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do this, do the thing. I'm out.